welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 6 of our Wurzzag the Great Green Prophet campaign. In today's episode, the purple stunties have come on over to try to take back the Varenka Hills. This is about a turn later. I've just attacked and defeated the settlement garrisons of this and the Cornate one down by Ekron. They were both very, very weak. We lost almost none in the auto-resolve, and so we was just kind of waiting on Baronoth here to come on back over and see if he could retake his town, which he did. He's going to give us a decisive victory, but with medium casualties, which is a bit unfortunate, as it wants to slay our ogres. They have served us well, so we're not going to go ahead and just give them to the Great Maw so easily. They have a bunch of blasting charges here, and that's probably where a lot of that's going to be coming from. We're just going to be sending our garrison forward, letting them get exploded by the blasting charges, and then we'll let the Snotlings kind of do the same. And after that point, should be too late. The Savage Orc should have reached them, and then they'll just tear them to pieces. Let's get to it. Alright, let's get to punching some jaws. Probably a good idea for us to claim the high ground with the main army. I also don't mind throwing our... I don't really want to spread out too much. Or at least we do, I mean, we do want to spread out quite a bit. We don't want to clump up too much. All of the expendable troops up front here. Also having them spread out a bit. You can have them cross the gap and actually get into combat with the enemy fast enough. I mean, they'll at least do a bit more damage than just getting exploded. But we do actually want them to get blown up, so I won't try too hard with them. So the spears in behind here, and the Snotlings as well. Up in front of the normal Savage Orcs. We'll grab the nasty Skulkers and just kind of throw them in the woods back here. Right. You three, just come on back. We'll kind of funnel on in together, figure out where our Savage Orcs are needed most. Keep Lazarus getting exploded. Grab the goblins, put them in the woods. And then we'll grab our archers proper. And I guess perhaps, yeah, we'll just need to take the high ground with them. We'll hide the goblins back over here. And then the Savage Orc Air boys will throw in the middle. Cavalry, Ogre Bulls, this squad here. Honestly, Fred and Greg will do a great job at stopping those blasting charges themselves, so we should have not too much trouble. Just punched over my glass of water. Hopefully that didn't get too loud for y'all's ears. Let's get this battle started. Alright, here they come. In march the fools. Send the Snotlings in. Scabbers ready. We'll just have you charge on in, start breaking those miners up front. And if you could just strafe through the line, that would be fantastic. We'll pull the other wolf riders out of the hills there, the trees. We'll bring you guys up together, start firing on those blasting charges there. Operation Stand in Place and Get Exploded is a go. Our wolf raiders are not going to be great. Oh, they absorbed that volley just fine. Only one of them fell. Perfect. Savage Orcs putting in some work. Casual infantry not doing as well, though. They're doing a much better job of actually getting exploded. Bring you all in to help. Taking a lot of fire from the air boys. We'll go ahead and go after these dwarf warriors instead. And you guys can just stand there and fire at whoever you want. Go up and stop them. Stomp them even. Skulkers are moving on in. Let's go ahead and just pull you guys up the hill after these blasting charges here. Let those arrows do their thing. You have completely expended their ammunition, so let's crash in on these miners up front here. We can layer the Savage Boys in. Do some real damage. Those guys don't have any shields. We can stop them much easier there. Layer on the damage. And the cudgel infantry is doing almost nothing. We're not too concerned about that, though. Let's rush these guys together. Greg's doing just fine, but we can give him some extra head assistance. I do like Barakvar, although there's some interesting flipping going on here. They're acting more like mole men than Dawi. Avadork Spear's taking a bit of a damage there, but that flank is going to be pretty nasty. Alright, well, it's almost time to Wah. Go get him, Fred. Go ahead and switch targets. Roll this line of Dawi. Let's grab our Wolf Riders, pull them back so they can get another charge in. Let's get ready to Wah. Whoa! Need to get Greg and Fred working together. Although we don't need this much wall up in the same spot. Bring the hungry boys in. The hungry gits. Alright, they're gone. Keep rolling down the line. These poor dwarf warriors. Definitely about time to start trading some of those cudgel infantry out for proper savage boys. Wurzzag's lieutenant here, doing very well. Barakvar falls. We are definitely going to continue to kind of hunt down the rest of these Dawi here for the extra captives, and I will catch you all in a moment. Alright, well, we managed to slay them all but to one last Dawi to tell the tale. We will go ahead and nom nom on those captives and get right up in after the next fight, or we can just go ahead and ransom them for a bit more gold. Let's go ahead and go for the nom noms. Dawi kebabs. Rebellion in the Blood River Valley. Oh, indeed. Oh, there's no way it's Clan Angren. The rebellion in the Death Pass as well. So we've got several rebellions kicking off. Several being Skaven and looks like other greenskin related. We shall deal. Hopefully the Landor is going after Karazakarak. An over-gyrating shaman. Whilst prancing around a campfire in some bone-jangling, feather-waving dance, your shaman over-gyrated his hips, stripped on a gobbo, and dived headfirst into the fire, getting severely burned. The boys are disturbed. Oh, Kevin! Gotta be careful while dancing there, buddy. He's been wounded. That's unfortunate.
Send me to battle.
I don't know what he did to deserve all that nonsense, but the boy is now wounded. Alright, let's go after Barag de Wazbag here. I'm thinking the Skaven have already resettled it. Oh, they haven't. Interesting. Mine. Secure the Blood River Valley here. We can go for Give It Ear for a bit more gold. Also dropping construction costs. Since the settlements up here I don't care about so much as just they're kind of slowdowns for the enemy. Fred the Jaw Puncher will come on in and grab the mob boss, dropping his upkeep. We're going to grab this one for sure. And then probably grab a single point into Lightning Strike just to make sure we don't have to worry about, well, at least slowing down the enemy reinforcements. Allowing us to crumple one squad, then turn and deal with the next. Okay, cool. Well, we've also claimed down here in the Dragon Horde Mines that it's time to get on after you reach Krigar here. Ooh, we can. I mean, it'd be a good idea to claim Morgheim now. Galbaraz has been claimed by the Beastmen we already dealt with. We know Grunty Mingle will likely be... Okay, well, let's go after Krigar first here. We can jump into the next province, no problem. Standard of Discipline off to one of our trolls here, keep them fighting. We'll resolve that battle there, and we will go ahead and slaughter the captives for a bit more experience.
Let's take what should be
though,
ours.
unless we go into the raiding camp.
Hold on in. Let's do it.
Let's do it. You scoot across the river here? The answer to that question is a hefty no. That's alright. We'll soon claim Morgheim, and then that'll be another settlement added to our collection. At least I think that's a good idea. That's a lot of Chaos Warriors. It'll be a tough battle to crack here. It won't be dishing out that much damage back, so it'll be kind of a battle of the attrition that we should win, especially with the Foot of Gork that we have access to. Okay, well, let's skip on through. Got some imminent rebellions about to kick off in, I think, probably several more settlements here, especially in Ekron. So you know what? Instead of getting real aggressive towards Morgheim, we'll wait and see what the rebellion army does there, and we may just kind of let them keep building up Morgheim. Unless he throws in a defensive building, this is not going to be that difficult to take from them, even up at the max tier, just simply because of the way that the Monogod Chaos faction's defensive garrisons work.
This is my land.
My land. I am tempted to go ahead and use some ROR units. Start trading out some of these snotlings for some proper, maybe not scavenger, but skirmish cavalry. Snotlings cost 38 is kind of the only thing that makes them so much more worth it. They're very cheap. Could grab the Death Creepers and the Lava Riders here. They have armor-piercing missiles, which is probably pretty good against fighting the Dawi. So you know what? Snotlings, it's time for you to go. And instead, we also have the Super Squig too. Let's grab the Lava Spider Rider Archers. Recruit them on in. They look awesome. And they've got armor-piercing missiles. And then we can grab some more of those armor-piercing missiles as well. Kick out these other Snotlings. Who else has armor-piercing missiles here? The Death Creepers do not. But Mogrub's Mangy Marauders do. Fighting against the Dawi, we definitely want armor-piercing, so we're going to grab these guys. I guess that's what the Night Goblin Squig Hoppers have in spades, but we'll use not the Ogre Bulls, but our normal Savage Orcs to do that. We'll upgrade him with some Bone Clubbers soon, too. Probably get rid of these normal Bulls, and probably these 2 Forest Goblins for the Bone Clubs.
Start the wall.
They're just called Biggins with clubs, but in Radius, they're the Bone Clubber Orcs. Either way, we gotta work towards building Ekron back on up towards a Tier 3 settlement, and keep a close eye on. Overbrand is likely to recruit it over here, so we'll have to keep an eye. Before we end the turn, check a fast look through our diplomacy. The stronger we get, the more likely we are to be able to confederate Snorko here without a conflict. The exiles would really like to peace. This may be a good idea. We'll check on it next turn. I think it'll probably drop since he'll likely have a stronger army next turn, but for now, we'll leave this off so we have options. Crush the rebellion or take down Morgheim. Okay, so the rebellion is kicked on off with Morglum up there in Hilario's claim, the Sword of Cain. She does quite often. She loses it pretty quickly too, usually, but she does almost always move up to claim it. Morglum, we are coming for thee. We will jump into, not march, but underway stance. Go into the Dragonhorn mine here. Keep it protected. We can also grab ROR units while we're in the underway because, of course, we can. I think we're going to grab the Swamp Things here, no matter how expensive they are. Well, let's wait on that one first. That's fine. We'll recruit nothing. It's going to recruit in the Swamp Things. That seems like that might be a bit foolish. Drakebeard just come on in to siege Baragvar. Can it defend itself? There is no. Yeah, not against 2 runesmiths. And a actual proper runesmith as well, or a master rune lord.
You're not right there.
Alright, well I think we lose Baragvar once more. Can I stop the construction on this one for the gold? Oh, we can. Nice. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and let Baragvar go. And we'll come on over here and take down these other factions, start building up towards our next Wa. Right, before we jump into battle,
Not happening.
Greg needs to become more precise. Up to 588 weapon strength here, which we will definitely be able to get stronger as we gain him some actual blades. For now, missile strength it is. You know what? We can combine these two up. Or a Bash's axe is stunty smashing. Check it out. Now we can really get to stunty smashing. His weapon strength shoots up to 640 armor piercing, which is way better. With 10 additional melee attack, too. Nice. Let's get bashing. Starting with the ratties, who have started to infiltrate our territory as well. I'll resolve this one here since it's just slingers. Are you joking? Alright, well, that's casualties. We need to nom-nom on their souls. Likely Blight is going to go after Doc Kraz. It can't defend itself against a full army of Skaven here. We need to figure out where the rest of these guys are.
I'll crush them all.
Finish them off.
No, Gracia.
We would at least... We would be in the underway here, which would allow the Grey Seer a bit of... goodies, but there's not enough Skaven corruption. Oh, it's 100%, never mind. If we take it slow, we can beat these guys, no problem, but the auto-resolve was a bit cruel to us. Let's get ready to... Okay. See you later there, Hall Scurry. We're gonna go into March Dance and pull back into the Iron Rock for maximum replenishment. And then, since he retreated...
Plan scheme is discordant.
Fair enough. You guys want to come on over here together, that'd be great.
Plan scheme is discordant.
Land scheme is discordant. Let's grab the Swamp Things in now. We can afford it. We can afford the negative. I would rather have them for the next battle than not. And then we will grab the Peace Treaty with Khorne. I'm not going to grab a non-aggression pack, that's foolish, but we'll just take all the gold you got. Thanks, bud.
Warpstone.
See you later, idiot. We met Scarbrand and won that battle pretty handily. You come on out and try to take down Ball. Or Bastion Christensen here. Oh, he fails, wasting some of our gold. That's alright, as long as if we are able to succeed by the next turn, we try it. We're not going to go for any other upgrades. Bank our gold, wait for ROR units that are worth snagging, and just play defense until we can kind of keep things secure here in Ekrund. And turn. Alright, Clan Angren comes after Varenka Hills. They're going to be assaulting us from multiple sides here. Since they've got all of the different Quarreler units, we won't really stand much of a chance in battle, especially with two ethereal units. We'll let this one go, and we'll come on back, hopefully soon, to kick them on out. They stack it and run. And Blight goes after Doc Kraz. They're just being an absolute nuisance. They claim it? They do. Luckily, you don't lose any of your wall points for losing those battles. Ludas. Those stupid gits have got and plundered stuff from the boss. What's his name up there? They weren't meant to do that. We had made a pact and everything. What we gotta do? We could sod it and lose some diplomatic relations against the treasury, or we could make them take it back, just get some diplomatic relations with the creeping death. Sort it. They're just forest goblins anyway. Red Jaw Puncher is now an authoritarian and less eating, more building. Let's see how them useless gobos work when we withhold some of their rations. Probably not as well. They'll be hungry. Skunk, you join on up with the Great Green Prophet. Yeah, let's get out here and start to wah. I think what would be the most useful would be one of the Squig Hoppers for that armor piercing. I would rather have large units. Logie Bogies, Splodas also sound like a good time. Let's go for the unit with a bit more attack. We've got a shield as well, which would be a bit more useful, so we'll grab Bronco's Bouncers, except for they're a bit more expensive. You know what? Take it back. We'll grab Durkit Squigs. After all of that back and forth, after Morglum. And this one we will fight to make sure we minimize casualties for the quest battle we're about to kick off. Let's get them. Oh, I'm so glad we don't have to use the weak and terrible spear boys anymore. But I think of the word Pradas, Pastikas, spear Savage Orcs. We now have the proper Savage Orc biggins and the ones with the clubs. We'll grab the guys with the missile resistance up front. Very hard for them to be shot down by the enemy archers there, which makes sense. Spread them out just a little bit. Wurzzag and Fred can have them gaps to go after the enemy archer, the enemy mage. The other Savage Orc boys behind as reserves. Grab the normie boys, the specialized ones, our cavalry, big boys, and then the Lord and Hero. Alright, awesome. Grab biggins. Have the Savage Orcs clubs rolling behind them. Anything over here? We're off to the side more fully there. Most of the enemy cavalry is on one edge here, so we'll have our trolls taking this side. Trolls should easily beat down the enemy light cavalry there. With Durkit Squigs behind. We'll deploy them quite a ways behind. Actually, we'll just put them off over here. Squig hoppers are very fast. We'll grab our cavalry. Deploy them over here for the hunting of the other unit of cav. This should be a pretty fast battle. Well, let's get to it. Send everyone forward. Pull you off to the side. We'll have you two crash into this unit. You go after this unit. Wurzzag and Skunk go hunt down Morglum. We'll get the regular boys all locked together, charge them on in. Same thing with the biggins. Slay. You guys go crunch these gobos up front here. Oh, did Wurzzag, he miscast that badly? Alright, fair enough. Go ahead and avoid these gobos here. Go right around them and go punch Morglum in the face. Just batted him around. Wurzzag, you go around. We'll go ahead and stop him from moving. Those Wolf Riders are going to go ahead and try to surround. That's no problem at all. Once they do, we go ahead and go for the Foot of Gork Overcast. Gonna drop it right on everyone here. Swamp Things and everyone else are into combat. Everything here just exploded. That was fantastic. As one would think, Gobos versus Orcs and Swamp Things doesn't go well. Little aquatic trolls. Agreed, let's get them.
Here we go.
Guess they chased them off that quickly. You guys go up to this unit here. We'll have the Squig Hoppers that we neglected to bring into the battle. Keep smashing up some gobos. You'd expect nothing less. Come up with the Here We Go, and then that should finish things off quite nicely. 40 additional melee attacks should be more than enough to bop this poor great shaman here.
Here we go.
We actually have too many units in the fray there. Squig Hoppers, you go after them, you chase the other unit down. That's a victory. I'll catch you on the campaign map. Alright, only 11 of our orcs fall in the fighting there, which I'm more disappointed than anything else. They fell to goblins. That is sadness. Swamp Thing has gained 61 kills. That wasn't the highest, though. 161 going to these lads. They were aggressive out there. Wurzzag himself, though, exploding whole regiments by himself with the Foot of Gork. We will go ahead and nom nom on these captives. We can hunt down Vicious here too. Which is perfect.
I, as my mystic
skunk.
powers,
We'll give you the extra precision. Hopefully we can get a weapon for you soon too. Armor of Fortune sounds good. Of ward save and just a small amount of armor. 35 physical resistance though, which is pretty hefty. His bone club. Oh, did it get changed? It was a an axe in the previous. A steel axe too, which is definitely not a savage orc weapon. Auto resolve, we lose 0, and we will go ahead and slaughter them. Third experience sounds good. You're closing in on the Wamanga quick here. Let's go ahead and just take a fast look at the big thinking. Toothy weapons will go for Black Orcs. Lads is for recruit rank. Magic items, stone armor, physical resistance for the rogue idols, and more weapon strength for giants. That'll be awesome. Stranger danger. Is there anything else that's going to increase our savage orcs, or are we kind of out of luck on that one? We get Oglok the Horrible and Rachnik Spiderclaw. Global recruitment duration sounds awesome. The bigger loot cart sounds also pretty good. Enormous. 20%. Alright, let's go for the boar painting for our scrap here. Pulling teeth doesn't sound bad either. We get all of these and go for Oglok the Horrible. I know a guy. He's pretty horrible. Better complaining wouldn't be too bad either. Got lots of options. Likely we'll go for boar painting and better arrowheads, just so we have increased combat potential. We can go for the stuff that's more passive across the Empire. Since we are still stabilizing our Empire, so we're not going to be getting that many bonuses from them anyway. Alright, now onward to the quest battle. Wanted to give them the upgrades. Can't quite. We'll go for longer weapons on all of these savage orcs in the back line there. They're reinforcement orcs. Liquor flasks gave us more than just 15 leadership. I would definitely be going for them, but I definitely am going to choose to not. We're going to go for longer weapons on all of these lads here. Additional bonus versus large is never going to be missed. Perfect. And we'll give them the reinforced weapons. Don't care so much about the armor and speed. Just the increased weapon strength on that charge is really all we're looking for. Oppo Tinkerers. You upgrade these guys too? Oh, awesome. Reinforced weapons for the trolls. We need Trollin. Where's Trollin then? That way down the line? Ah, over here. Sneaking and trolling. We got Gork and Mork. Alright. Scrap upgrades unlocked for trolls, river trolls, and stone trolls. As well as 10% more damage. Alright, well, enough looking around. Let's go hunt down the Bonewood staff. For reinforcements, looks like we are... Oh man, we're dead even, so it shows. I mean, we're going to crunch these first guys here. The state troops stand no chance at all. And as long as we can get into battle with the witch hunters and things, kind of one-on-one, should be able to beat them down. It'll depend on what kind of reinforcements they're bringing in for sure. Teleport on over and claim ourselves the Bonewood staff. Yoink. Okay, so Pyrrhic Victory, it gives us... Oh, okay, so they're bringing in some Outriders. Yeah, the Missile Cavalry is going to be a bit scary. But we've got our Boar Boys and our Durkit Squigs to try to hunt them down. 82 speed as opposed to 84. That's going to be tough. Okay, the Outriders are going to be scary. I think Wurzzag and Skunk should have no problem hunting down these individual lords and heroes that are bringing to fight. Facet of the map, and we'll dive on in. Yeah, they'll definitely be charging in from the flanks. We'll kind of want to advance very slowly and see how things play out from there. If we can lure the Empire Knights into a fight they don't want, they'll get torn to shreds by our Biggins and just normal Savage Orcs. To battle.
Fire pass. It's all burn. Just how I like my battlefields. Cork wants us to fight the humies here. Says if we do that and smack him about real good, then he'll power up my staff. So listen to your mate, Wurzzag. I'm the prophet, and what I says goes. Let's get him!
I always knew I was channeling my inner Wurzzag. Let's get them. They're all going to deploy kind of strangely. Looks like reinforcements will be coming from the pass itself, so let's kind of move over quickly, and then we'll kind of stay in a bit of a box formation. We, of course, are going to throw the missile-resistant lads up front. Excuse me. The missile-resistant lads up front. Actually, I think we probably should have given at least one of the big uns the missile resistance. That way they're the ones running up front, taking the brunt of the missile fire. I think that'll be alright. Let's overpower one side with the big uns clubs. And we'll throw the anti-large big uns behind them. Not having any archers is actually going to be working in our favor quite a bit here. Bone clubs. Which is not the name of the unit, but we're going to continue to call them that. Dork Boar boys rolling with Durkit's squigs there. Have the swamp things up front as they drop melee attack, and the other trolls behind them. Perfect. We'll get all the units together. So, normie Savadorks, specialized infantry, cavalry, trolls, and the boys.
Ready for fighting.
Ready for fight. Oh, indeed. It's about to get real messy. Let's get the battle started. We're gonna walk over. Save our energy a bit. Wurzzag, I'm not gonna have him walk. We're gonna have him just sprint on forward with Skunk. Go ahead and launch some vindictive glares their way. Who's the most important target for us to be bringing down? I think likely one of these two mages. Let's go for the Bright Wizard. What spells do you have, sir? Flamestorm, which is gonna be real bad. The other one's got Comet of Cassandora and Chain Lightning. Okay. Spells away. Oh, we'll go ahead and go. I'm going to overcast a single gaze of Mork and blast the Celestial Wizard. Those Empire get together for a scrap. Kill their commanders to stop them reinforcing. Oh no, this may be one of those where we have to stop them from reinforcing. Alright then. Move forward this way then. Get into it for real. After the Bright Wizard. No one else matters. Ooh, you missed. How unfortunate. Alright, Wurzzag do a little bit of a dodge. Oh, did it actually work? I don't think so. Get him, Wurzzag. Go ahead and stop him from moving. We'll just jump him. Pull Wurzzag away. And let Skunk do the damage. You come through and fight after the Bright Wizard. The rest of the boys are moving on over nicely. Let's go ahead and have trolls move in and crush these archers. Our other cavalry can come around and do the same. And then the two infantry groups advance. Pull away for a moment since he's getting jumped by a few units at the same time. Want the enemy to kind of clump up a bit more. Stick with one another. Go ahead and launch a Vindictive Glare at the Archlector there. Not really able to. Charge. We'll have these bone clubs come on in and try to bring down the Lector. Try to destroy, pull the squigs away. They're gonna try to chase the squigs off. Good idea. Crush them. Alright, where's that? Get in there. Greg needs some help. Let's drop down the here we go and as many of these troops as we can here. You hear them shouting, here we go. There we go. Brain basher on these handgunners here in the back line. We're scaring them off with the quickness. Roll them down. Here comes the reinforcements. Let's go ahead and send the trolls after them. Bone clubs, come on back with the clever orcs. Come on back. Might pull Fred away just for a skunk away for a second here.
Ready for fighting! Go, go, go!
Completely surround and destroy these last heroes here. I guess they didn't get their reinforcements. Oh, here they come. We'll let the trolls hold them off for a moment, because they have all the extra physical resistance. He's continuing to try to blast fireballs. Going to do some good damage. Time to walk. Who hasn't taken damage? Hurt. Bring the boar boys through. Looks like we're definitely going to need them. We'll leave the clubber biggins in to deal with the heroes and such. Come on in and help. Wurzzag, you and Greg pull on away for just a moment. We'll drop down the here we go in these groups. Those choppers to bear, boys. Men of the Empire. Oh, we've got some good old race cars going by outside. That's definitely not what they are, but they think. Being launched. Here come the boar boys for a excellent charge. Oh, I didn't mean to speed things up. That's unfortunate. Ruined my charge.
Let's get 'em, boys!
Went charge back in and try to break this Arch Lector. The Empire commanders are in disarray. Their army is falling apart. Good. Drag them down, boys. Right, here come the Pistoliers and the Outriders. Go ahead and stop that. Get in there quick, boys. Alright, the First Lord is down. Now it's just the Witch Hunters. Which we'll just go ahead and hit the here we go one more time here. Outriders are trying to escape. I mean, they're knocking a few of them over, but those guys will get right back up. Club that guy off his horse. Unfortunate, we had your number. The heroes are gone. Victory. Quest complete indeed. We only lost 100 in the battle there. Most of the damage going to the big boss, and it's Wurzzag himself. Fantastic victory over Rupert. We will go ahead and... I think we'll just go ahead and ransom those captives for a bit more treasury. Alright, perfect. Wurzzag is now an assault expert, so more melee attack, leadership size when attacking, and more leadership when attacking for the entire army. That'll allow us to have plenty of gold to come on over. We've got the 8-peak loonies. The BONEWOOD staff. More magic item drop chance, post-battle loot, melee attack, magical attacks, some spell resistance to kind of counteract his weakness to such, some miscast base chance, drop by 20%, as well as the passive ability, the BONEWOOD staff, so everyone around him, as long as he's casting, actually the effect range is infinite, as long as he's casting, we'll get 20% more charge bonus and 12 melee attack. That sounds good to me.
Wurzzag, the great green prophet.
Alright, buddy, we're going to bring you around the corner, and we're going to go ahead and try to recolonize Bitterstone Mine. picks up the Western Badlands as intended. Ekrid up to the next tier. And we will go ahead and throw in the walls this time. Let's not be foolish and lose our main settlement. I didn't expect Scarbred would come after us right away. I figured he would be going after Cetra. He usually really doesn't like Cetra. For the Great Green Prophet himself, let's go for... We don't really need... Well, the Conduit does give us a bit more recharge. Let's go for the increased abilities for our squad here. Let's go for the big lads, giving them a bit more weapon strength for Trolls, Giants, Arachnaroks, and the Rogue Idol. Of which eventually we're going to have plenty.
I, as my mystic
Skunk
powers...
give you 2 more points into Precise, up to 20% more damage, up to 622. Not bad. In the meantime, I guess he can grab himself a Shrieking Blade. He already has magical attacks. That's not that great. It's better than nothing. It gives him terror and a fear, too.
I'm the prophet.
We should have stayed in friendly territory just a little bit. That's just fine.
Cook, send me to battle.
Skaven have disappeared.
Now we're talking.
As they do. We've got armies all over the place. This is not one we want to fight until we're a bit more ready with Fred's squad here. I guess we'll have to just hunt down Blight 10 Scratch. I don't think they inhabit Black Crag. I bet they're in Crag Drong. So let's go ahead and try to cut them off at the source.
Fighting soon.
This is likely where they're hiding.
I am a Rune Lord, not some.
We can only play defense for so long, especially with the Skaven, where we don't know where they're coming from. We've got to kind of stem that tide.
Stone.
Alright, we've got plenty of gold. I don't want to spend it on more heroes and such. Save it in the bank for now. We're nearly to our next Wa. Let's move on through, and we'll end the turn. Alright, Angren now moves to claim Barak Var, and yeah, we have no chance here in this fight, so we'll let them have it. So Blight is going to go after the Stone Mine Tower, then instead... Oof. Everyone knows that a bit of red paint on any feint makes every feint go faster. Fair enough?
Yes, it'll be proper good.
Yeah, we can't quite defend Stone Mine. Looks like the trees are coming on over to fight us as well. Alaria would lose against Wurzzag, but against anyone else. Oh, there's where Hallscurry went.
Let's take
Colonize the Bitterstone Mine.
Hours.
Fix this nonsense back up. We'll go ahead and do the same at Dragonhorn Mine, just so we can get the walls in there. And we'll take down the settlement of Karagdrong.
Roguelites in this one.
Clan Verms, Skaven hiding on out. We'll go ahead and give this one to the auto resolve. Really doesn't like our ogres. Ooh. We'll go ahead and just sack the settlement. We'll raise it next turn, simply because I don't want it. But also just because overextending right now is dangerous. Getting another front with the Dawi. He's become a bully, though. Switch over into the raiding camps. We can steal some gold and make some money. Closing in on some of the gooder, the gooder. That's definitely the word. Some of the better ROR units here, higher tier. The Grokka mobs being the Savage Orc Boarboy Biggins. These will definitely be going with Wurzzag, but they're still incredibly devastating. We've got the Hammer of Gork, some Goblin Rock Labbas. Black Orcs, great weapons. Black Orcs, dual weapons. Some more Black Orcs. Orc Boy Biggins that don't belong to the Savage tribes. And then the Rogue Idol. The good old Biggin. Alright then. Let's go for another point into Mob Boss. Continue to drop his upkeep.
This is mine.
Greg Gut Puncha will give you the points into Elusive, because actually has pretty high defense and extremely high attacks. We can kind of make him a bit more dodgy in a fight. Especially as fast as he is riding around on the critter. Now we are preparing for another assault. We were a bit overextended, but we were pretty much Just smashing Bargvar. We'll grab another pile of shiny stuff. Takes only a single turn to actually pay for itself. Perfect. Toothy weapons, bigger and better bosses. +5 is not a small amount on that rank. I have no giants just yet, though. So likely it would be better to go through the Ragnarok, the Arachnic Spider Claw, through to get the Trollin. Sharon is Karen is pretty good too, just for the peep drop. Got lots of good options here. These three are all excellent for us. Non-counting, though, would give us more global recruitment duration drop. We'd have to get Oglock and Rachnik both. Alright. In the meantime, we'll grab better arrowheads. Don't have that many archers. Is the only issue. Yeah, let's go no complaining. The amount of changed minds there shall be. Do we repair Varenka Hills? I don't think so. Would likely be a fool's errand.
No, need my warp token stash.
Yep, I think we just continue to recruit up more. We could activate the Call to Wand now. If we do so, kind of who's around. Clan Angrid would be decent stunties worth wand for. Where's their settlement? We just have to pick one of the targets. We can just go after Bargvar, build some troops up, front Bargvar, and call that a day. As the Raddies have been kind of pushed back. Killed the Bonies. Showed these undead gets power reserve, post-battle loot speed. Oh, going after Cetra would be very worth it. Later on, though, let's go ahead and activate Bargvar as the WA target. We're going to chase down Clan Angrid, and we'll go ahead and dedicate it to not to Bork, but to Gork. As they are a... What do you get? Is it a bigger trophy? Usually is meant to tell you exactly what you're supposed to get as far as trophies, but I may also just be missing it. You're still going to be hunting down... Oh, there we go. So from 11 to 30, we would get the bigger trophy, which is at least a bit better than the previous. And for hunting down the stunties, we get construction cost and weapon strength, which is solid, especially since we're rebuilding. Let's go to Gork and get the battle going. Start building up our forces.
I have seen
Awesome.
the future.
Well, we will definitely go for the Camp Ruckus here in the Western Badlands. We'll give it one more in turn, and we will likely go ahead and call that an episode. Alright, Clan Verms hits the Stone Mine Tower, because of course they do, and we lose it. Such is the way. Badlands are a dangerous place.
I think
Oh, hello, Thalandor.
about what you
He wants to fight.
say to me.
Yeah, why not? And so he's going to destroy Varenka Hills. That's a pretty dangerous army you got there, Hunters of Kurnos. Could be much worse, though, so I'm happy to see that this is all it is. Under Morsleeve's glare, your warriors range deep into hostile lands, but all is not well. There are dark omens abroad, as if the shadow of some Orin god was watching from the evil moon above. The army is fettered by Morsleeve's glare. And we've got plenty of gold, so we will go ahead and improve the omens for 1,500, giving us a bit more leadership. The Badlands are in absolute ruins.
Is invincibles.
Alright, you is Invincibles. Let's get in there. We'll go ahead and I'd love to do some raiding.
I'm leaving.
Make the ground up and do the raiding camp too.
I'll use my spells.
That works for me. He'll use his spells. And we'll go ahead and... You know, we'll claim Kurugdrang. We're losing so much territory, I don't mind grabbing more lands and adding in piles of shiny stuff. Auto-resolve once more here. Oh, what lovely reinforcements. A lava Ragnarok spider? Don't mind if I do. We'll go ahead and loot and occupy. The only orky thing to do. How much do we have to pay to repair that? 600? That's a bit gross, but I think it'll be alright. And then we'll warp through to go after Black Crag. Just to eliminate the overall Skaven corruption, even if we lose the settlement to Thorgrim here. Who is just kind of lurking up in the north. Doesn't like that his holds are being conquered by our people, no doubt. Oh, the Wa target is the capital. Good to know. Okay, Wurzzag. Well, then you are going to be ignoring Bargvar entirely. So that's what we'll pull. We'll pull Fred back over then. All of the settlements kind of in the Dawi lands. I don't care about as much until we start getting other heroes and such out. I feel like we probably should have waited to kick the wall off until we grabbed ourselves another lord, but we can send Wurzzag through pretty easily, I think, to break their capital, especially in 19 turns. Will not go for the upgrade on Bragdwazbeg. It's in too dangerous of a spot. Can we get any more heroes? Get a Orc Shaman, but I don't think we can actually recruit him anywhere. No. Alright then. Said one more turn, but it'll give me one more turn. Alright, Hall Scurries, come on back over to the Iron Rock. Disciples of the Maw have been wiped out. Kevin's back and ready for duty. We'll bring Fred on down then. We can go into March stance. We're not scared of the rats.
Let's get moving.
Iron Walk will be taken down, so we will not charge in on that one. We'll just let Fred come on down to help out.
Send me to battle.
Varenka Hills was claimed by Morgus.
Wurzzag will do it.
Oh, and Blight is hanging out just outside of the Stone Mine Tower, so we can't hit him. You absolute chicken. Oh, he will reinforce, though.
Oh, God.
Well, this will work out just fine, then. Rest in peace, ratties. I would slay a unit of my Savage Orc. In what universe would that exist? We start off the next episode with a battle against Clans Verms, but for now, I'm out of time for today. I've been Wizard of War, and with a light for light god and a sub for the sub zone. I'll see you on the next one.